Dwayne Michael Carter Jr., also known as Lil Wayne, is probably one of the most influential hip hop, rap, crossover artists that we have to date, that we can say has been here since the 90s, right? Not only is Lil Wayne an artist, he's also founded a label and helped continue growing as well, simultaneously. Um, Working with Baby and Slim, Mac Main, found Tyga, who's still relevant to this day, Drake, still relevant to this day, Nicki Minaj, who's still relevant to this day, and many other artists who are underground too. So he's an artist and he's a record label founder and part owner. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne is so generationally influential that he still gets praise for the triple platinum album, the Carter 3. Funny is the Carter 3, they were triple platinum. Winning Grammys, or a Grammy award winning, Grammy nominated artist. So crossed over and helped push boundaries of hip hop and rap to be considered more of an art form in his own way as well. But a lot of people started to see holes in Wayne's discography because people started to complain and say there wasn't much substance, you know what I'm saying, in some instances, you know. Now, obviously, Wayne is known for his features and specifically the feature run where he had 77 features in 1 year. Um, no one did that or has replicated that type of work ethic, you know, in the studio, just knocking that shit out and all the verses actually being all right, you know, which is what, when I personally feel like he should have took a long break. You should have took a 2 year break then because you had so much music out. You could have took a 2 year break and it felt like you wouldn't have been missed. It's just me personally with that. But Wayne also has his own hits by himself, right? Lollipop, a Millie. Gossip was on the radio for a little bit. My always strap when they hit the club. Bitches give me. That was on the radio. I mean, he got a shit ton of hits on the radio. Let's be honest. From the 90s to about the early 2000s, Wayne, we seen him grew with him. And the reason why I gave you all his accolades and all that shit is to let you know why when people call, even myself at one point in time, I called Lil Wayne the GOAT at one point in time because he put himself as the best rapper alive. This is around the time when Jay-Z retired, right? So to give people a just timeline, and a lot of people agree with it. He was getting on people's beats. It was at one point in time that Lil Wayne was rapping on other people's songs, and Lil Wayne would go so hard on those songs that they would play that version in the club with the real song. Like it happened with Gucci Mane's Wasted. People thought Lil Wayne was on the remix of the song. No, he just snapped so hard on that song that he just put it together. It just mashed it together. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we have such an attachment, right? Just he created moments. Let's not take that from him, right? But 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 there is a flaw. There's actually a shit ton of flaws, but the main ones I want to point out right now is throughout his whole career, Lil Wayne did lack substance. And I didn't notice it because I was a young fan at one point. And when I grew up and started listening to it again, I'm like, oh, okay, these is nice bars and shit, but it ain't really like a something to hold on to or something to stick to. And then you have, you growing up, you don't really notice the issues that he had with drugs until his fucking dread started falling out and he's having the strokes and he almost died. And he's going through all this stress trying to get his cash back from baby. And that probably accredited to the stress as well. Him doing drugs, him going to jail. Like, it was at one point in time, Wayne was going to jail, I think, for like 5 years straight. Gun here, gun there, got pulled over. He even had shit where people, what fucking, some shit happened to him in LA. It was a lot of stuff when you look back on it. It's like, what the fuck? Why ain't nobody never really said all of these things, these red flags, no pun intended, these red flags was coming up for Wayne. Like, what does he stand for? Who is he? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Another thing that kind of hurt him was that when he started to have opinions on shit, he's kind of like a Travis Scott when it comes to certain issues. For instance, what I mean by that is like when he talks about issues specifically about like black people and shit, it doesn't sound like he like gives a fuck, I guess, or he's so uninformed that the answer he gives makes him come off as such. But this nigga went to college. I'm done falling for that. Wayne is in his own way. That was an excuse. That's almost like the excuse that we give Kanye for his like whatever he got going on. But we can't keep giving Wayne this excuse of he's in his own bubble so much that he just don't know what the fuck. Man, this nigga is an actor. He can act. You know what I'm saying? He fucking found Drake. Drake was an actor. I'm pretty sure Wayne can act. I'm not going to continue to fall for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm up in age now to where I'm like, I can see through that bullshit. Like, I call bullshit, Wayne. And if I call bullshit on that, that means you've been lying about a lot of other shit too. I can see at one point in time you being so high that you know what I'm saying? I could believe that. I can't believe it no more. I'm done. I'm done. Like, even Future lied and said he don't be doing the shit he be saying. So I can only imagine the shit that you say that you ain't even did. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You feel me? And another thing that hurts this GOAT, because basically I'm bringing all these points up to say Lil Wayne is not a GOAT. He's not the greatest at anything. He's the greatest. He's the greatest, like, rapper, like greatest bar for bar guy. You know what I'm saying? But when it starts to come down to substance, and when it comes down to was he controversial? Wayne was only controversial because he kept going back and forth to jail. Wayne was only controversial because he was pushing lean, heavy as a motherfucker. It sounded good, but look what happened to him. Wayne was only controversial because his tour bus got shot up and people allegedly think Thug and somebody had to do with it. Wayne is only controversial because he had dealings with, like, all those things have nothing to do with no political stance of nothing. You seen this nigga stand with Trump quick. And I don't even think he believed in that shit. I just think he was trying to give himself, you know what I'm saying? I think he was just trying to make sure he was good. So I don't think Wayne is a GOAT of anything. You know what I'm saying? And if he is, or for me was, he no longer is because he doesn't show the qualities of somebody who can withstand the test of time. Like, goddamn, bro, you might fuck around and pass out one day. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing I want to point out, the reason why I feel like Wayne is just losing himself in the music the moment you want it, but you can never let it go. You only get one shot. You complaining and bitching. You complaining and bitching about this NFL shit for months. It's February, March. It's about to be May. You was bitching and complaining about it with Drake after he lost, after he dropped GNX. You started to bitch and complain about the NFL. And this is what made me go and just recollect and revisit all of what I believed in Wayne. I was like, it never was there. He was a great rapper, great mixtape artist, but he never really was nothing else outside of that. And that's why he could be mainstream, because if all I'm giving you was bars and it's a little substance in there here and there, I could get away with standing for nothing and just dropping music for years upon years, because I have a philosophy. I have a theory on how long people can let you get away with you just rapping until they like, all right, what you stand for? I give it like 2 to 3 years before people start asking, all right, he got hits and shit, but like, who are you? You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like after about 2 or 3 years, your music done got around the world, or possibly the best it could, or whatever it's done, right? And people after that will start to ask, okay, well, what is what's like, who are you? What do you stand for? Wayne never gave us anything but some bloodshed. And a lot of people can't identify with the gang shit because a lot of people ain't in gangs, believe it or not. That's only like 2 or 3% of the fucking population, if that. If that. There's probably way less than that. So, like, unfortunately, I think Wayne should be removed from the conversation of greatest of all time. Stop being top 5, top 10, top 25. He in the top 50. He in the top 50, but once you throw the word substance in there, Wayne is poof. Longevity, Wayne in there. Hits, Wayne in there. He got a classic album, but and Wayne got good music. I can go listen to Wayne, but I'm not listening to him like I'm trying to gain knowledge, or I'm listening to him to become some type of thoughts are provoked by what he's saying, or he makes me evoke emotion. Like, I'm not listening to Wayne no more for that. You feel me? It's just like it's like background music now. I don't know. I had to accept it. I had to learn to accept it because of how he's bitching about this NFL shit. It just makes you look back on shit so much, and it's like, nah, bro. Nah, I'm not fucking with you at all. You know what I mean? But if y'all want to hear me talk more on shit like this, y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Trey Bolo, the greatest. 15 seconds of fame. Shout out to all the small YouTubers, big YouTubers. Shout out to everybody who is becoming a fan of the page and not just watching. You hear me? Merch coming soon. Music coming soon. Videos coming soon. Y'all stay tuned, man. Peace.